And just before we get ready with episode 71 of Souperstar Spotlight, I want to thank the great sponsors, some of my great homies, the beautiful people, Ian30 for making my intros, my outros, the hype packages, the hype videos, all that good stuff. You see on my channel, a little bit of Ian30 goes with it. He's a good kid. Go subscribe to his YouTube, follow him on all the socials. We also got the Skittle Squad, bringing entertainment every week in the Discord server. I got the flag right behind me. I always represent. Follow Skittle, join the Discord, figure out what you're missing out on. We also got Pookie Wrestlers outside the Canadian region. Shout out Pookie, making all these cool Pookie-Fi designs just like this one right here. Get yourself a Pookie-Fi hot dog sticker or a design by Pookie. Stickers by me coming soon today. And we also got the Bocce Boys. Shout out my man Hammer and the crew. I got the flag as well behind me. A couple of those Bocce Boys shirts. They got the pins, the stickers, the 8x10s, the flags, the bags, the cups, the shot glasses, all that good stuff. Go to thebocceboys.com, get yourself some fresh merch. We also got, last but not least, B-Dub Photos. Shout out Becca doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer, do some cool photographer things. And my guest for the fucking evening. When I still don't know how I was able to get in touch with this individual. And I was telling a couple of my buddies, I was like, I got this individual here right now in front of me. And everyone's like, how is he joining from the cave that he lives in? And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about HERZOG is here in the Soup Kitchen Studios. HERZOG, and I believe now I think I gotta bring it to my well-known HERZOGese, as we will do.
It's my delicate and primitive eyeballs are not used to these bright computer eyes. It's all computer. Everything here is computer. Hot Dog Man, we've met before, correct?
We certainly have, HERZOG, in Omaha, Nebraska, and in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, I've been to both of those places, and I saw a person with a hot dog who had a hot dog for a body, and you're lucky because I don't like hot dogs. Hot Dog Man, you're safe. I think they shouldn't exist. You shouldn't exist. I'm sorry. I don't. Bologna, hot dogs, and ham. I'm not a ham guy either. I don't like it's. Why? Why is it gelatinous? Why can it emulsify? It should not be of that. No ham for this guy.
I am for it, HERZOG.
You can be useful. You got your uses, Hot Dog Man. You're very friendly. You're a network guy. I need you to interpret for me sometimes. Have you ever played Red Dead? You're Seth. You're the guy who moves around with bodies and gets poop on his hands. That's you, buddy. That's why we keep you around. We need you to touch poop.
You know what though, HERZOG, you're not right. Everybody needs the hot dog in their life, so that's why I am here for everybody. And HERZOG, I got all these great questions lined up ready for you. If you are ready, then I am too. HERZOG, I got it. All right, let's do it. Well, this is a fan-submitted question, HERZOG. A fan wants to know, Bosca. What is Bosca? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the history of Bosca. If I can correct there. Yep. Always got to remember that part too about the history of the Boscian language. Yes. I believe HERZOG's just ready for a next question. That was the only Boscian question. HERZOG, I also got to know, I saw you as you were bringing in all the flames and the skulls and all that. You had that big stick with you.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm stick, right. So it's hard to switch back and forth sometimes, you understand?
I get you, but I gotta know, HERZOG, what is the significance to your big stick?
This is there we go. This is my one and only friend. This is the stick. This is where it all begins and ends. This is where all the power lies. This is where my spirit begins and ends. This is where you get it. You understand? This is
I certainly do.
It's survived a lot. It's like it's bent, but it's not broken. It keeps me up. I got those. I get the bends, and then the power feeds me, and then I pop, and then I'm crazier, and more intense, and that's because of the stick. Understand? That's why. Have you ever seen me hit anybody with this stick?
I have not actually. I have held that stick.
It doesn't happen. I make sure that this stick is protected at all times. This is, like I said, this is everything.
I made sure that.
And honestly, look, where'd the skull go? This skull, there was a skull, okay?
I remember seeing it.
The skull, all right, wherever it went, he ran off. That was the skull that went on top of this stick. And then I've had other skulls, but they're not the same as that skull, so I don't have a skull anymore. Because
oh my goodness!
That skull, I don't want that. That skull can't hang anymore. It can't handle it, and that's okay. Sometimes things get old. We don't have to discard them. And that's one of a skull. Anyway, I don't remember the question, but there it is, sir.
It was the significance to your stick, and I believe it's your power.
It's my friend.
Does your stick have a name?
It's the stick.
It's just the stick. I love it. Well, Herzog, you talked about skull.
I know. It knows I'm talking to it. It knows. It doesn't need a name. It just needs. You need a name for it. I don't need a name.
Rick the stick. But you talked about skulls earlier, and this will bring me to this question. For the ones who don't know, Herzog is indeed fact a wrestler, just like the rest of them. But I gotta know, Herzog, who are some wrestlers who would you like to punch in the face soon in the ring?
I would like to punch in the face?
Oh, yeah!
There's like a big guy at PWE with a big dumb beard, and he's taller than me, and his name's Lance, and I would love to, I'd punch him in the face, among other things. Let's just say punch him in the face. Murder. I don't like having him around, okay? Looking up at things makes me uncomfortable, okay? I like to look down. That's the only way that I can exist in this world is if I look down on something. You understand me? So Lance, I'm not going to tag team with him either. Shut up.
Oh my, anyone else who's going to go on the Herzog punch in the face list?
I want to punch Damien a lot more. Damien, you know who you are. Damien Blackwell. Oh, I don't know if he's Damien anymore. He's going through a metamorphosis, which I approve of, by the way. But I think that he needs
that one.
At least a few more times and maybe have something bashed over his head. You understand me, hot dog man?
I am so for it, Herzog.
Damien Blackwell.
His time is coming.
And then, hey, me and you know who the Warhorse is? You heard of him?
Yeah, you guys used to tag team, I believe.
Because I was going to beat people up with him later on this year, and now we can't because he broke his leg. All right? I always told him, you know what? Shouldn't have legs. And now look at him. Always told him that.
This is, for the ones who don't know, Herzog and the Warhorse Jake Parnell did tag team a long time ago, if I'm correct.
Who that person is, but I know who my guy is. All right? My guy. Anyway.
I love it. Well, Herzog, I gotta know. We'll keep the wrestling questions at least afloat, and I gotta know, what made you want to become a professional wrestler? What made you go from the caveman to the wrestler? And any memories of your first wrestling match?
Upon further, being an old person now and retrospectively looking back upon your life, and so I wanted to be a football player when I was a little kid. And then I was just 16, and I said, I'm not going to be a football player, which was foolish, by the way. I probably should have stuck with it a little bit longer, you know what I mean? I didn't quit football, but I spiritually quit football, you know what I mean? And then I was going to be a rock star, and I couldn't play any instruments. It's not that I couldn't play any instruments, I refused to learn any instruments, you get what I mean? So
Oh
then I
yeah.
realized I was going to be a rock star, and then professional wrestling was all there. I went to the shows. I've been going to the shows since I was like a children. You know what I'm saying? Like one or two
Oh
children
yeah.
at least. So they all know me as like, I've been around the scene or whatever for 20 plus years at this point. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
Where did we?
what made you get into it, and any memory of your
Right,
first
right,
match?
right. And then everybody told me, hey, you have potential. You're going to be this and that. You're a big fucking 16-year-old or whatever. And then I just started doing it, and I've literally been that since then till now. And that's how I got into it.
So you
And
found someone in a cave, and you overtook the cave. Oh,
like
now
that.
you found the promoter who ran the cave, and you overtook his cave, and now it is yours.
It took me too long to do that though, and it's like honestly, it's not even mine. I got to share it with a bunch of people. It sucks.
That is,
It should be mine, but it's not,
it
and that's my
really
fault.
should.
It's okay. It's
But
okay. I know who I am.
Hell yeah! Now Herzog, I also got to know any memory of your first pro wrestling match.
Out of Kansas, 2000 and something, late 2000 and aughts, 2000. I don't know, man. It's on the internet. Against a guy named Outcast, and I won. And
Hell yeah!
it was probably bad, not Outcast's fault.
Hey, everyone remembers their first.
I do remember it. I just don't remember. It was more than like a full adult human ago. So
A full adult human. I like that. And speaking
I'm
of full adult
I'm not
human,
really old. I'm like I do childish things for people my age. So that is what makes me old.
I love it. Well, speaking of, you talk about one human age, and I gotta know, and so to this fan submitted question, Herzog, someone wants to know who would win in a fight, 1 Herzog or 10 hunchback gorillas?
Give me. You said 10?
Oh yeah.
Give me at least 1,000 more, and Herzog still wins every time.
Holy! Is there any animal?
I will strangle anything to death, man or animal.
Oh my god, I was about to say, is there any animal that
not two manimal, that's on the punch list too. Manimal. 3 on the punch list. Once I like this punch list thing, Dewey, and once I come up with more, I'm gonna start putting more people. That's 3. That's a manimal on the punch list. You hear that, manimal?
It's gonna be a big like
Texas. Yeah, that's right. I can drive to Texas. I've been there before.
Well, hot damn! We actually have a question about Texas. Funny enough, Herzog, a fan submitted question: your favorite anarchy memory from Texas?
Now that you mention it, you helped me narrow it down because there was a whole litany of things that I could answer when it comes to anarchy. I have fond memories of anarchy. Thank you for not firing me all those times, Darren Childs. It just so happens the first time I ever met Manimal, I clotheslined him and broke his fucking face open. And you know what? Come back and punch me in the face for it, Manimal. I want you to do it. Punch me.
But besides
look, I was probably a teenager when this happened. You know what I'm saying? I was still the same size as I am now, and I pretty much still wear the same gear, same hair, same everything. There's more lines on my face. I'm more sexy now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I was always the bring along kid. I got brought along with the hooligans and whoever and blah blah blah. And I don't even think I was with the hooligans that time. I think I was with like Gary and those guys, Gary and Jalistico and that crew, Fitchett maybe. And then like I got thrown on in like a multi-man whatever. And then Manimal was down there with his friend Kevin Frazier or Douglas. I'm sorry, one of them is his real name, one of them is his work name, and I can't remember which is which.
We'll make sure I can beat that one out.
Facebook fucks me up in the head with people's like fake names and real names. You know what I mean?
Right?
So, like, I still get people that call me Alex Herzog like for an announcer thing, and it fucking gets me. It's like that's a Facebook thing. They make me have that. I cannot not have a first name. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
you and the social medias.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm so resentful that I have to do that. Fucking man, like nothing. What?
It's gonna be Herzog versus. What about Herzog versus a bunch of robots? How
I
would
would.
you?
Are you kidding me? They don't have a soul. Like I would be thinking about that. Sometimes when you're indiscriminately killing, you start getting these feelings like, oh, that person has a family. That person was somebody loves that person, right?
Oh
Not
yeah, robots.
right. Nobody loves a robot. You know who loves robots? Other robots. You know what? Don't trust a robot, huh?
This is
How about
true.
that? Don't trust.
This is,
I ain't no clanker. You ain't no clanker. Don't trust them. They're literally making us all crazy. There's a thing called robot psychosis. What is it? I don't even want to call it AI. AI is a brain. You know what? Video games ruin the term AI because they also use AI wrong. Artificial intelligence is supposed to be a virtual intelligence that can learn on its own, right? It's supposed to be able to build things, to figure out how to like solve problems. So theoretically, you would take like a computer, and the computer could figure out how to get something to manufacture it a hand, and then the hand can. You know what I'm saying? That's what AI
yeah,
is. We have is a large language model, which is essentially the same thing as like what video game AI is. You get what I'm saying? They're trying to
oh
get you to
yeah.
react in a way, and it's basically like a more sophisticated AI. And you know what? Large language models are great if you're talking about in a video game capacity, but if you're fucking talking about like people are like coming to them for therapy, that's a fucking tragedy. How are we talking about this? Oh my god.
This is so true. And oh my god, Herzog's bringing in the blue flame again. He's gonna burn all of the AI, which I am all for.
This is also why I haven't done more things in wrestling, because I sit at home and think about shit like this that doesn't really affect me or my career at all.
Well, there's one thing AI cannot translate, and that is the Herzog tongue. And
Good
this
luck,
is a
motherfucker.
and this
Oh
is
my
a
god, you just made me feel so good about myself. I've never thought about that before. Fuck yeah. Herzog language is the anti-AI language. Figure it out, bitch. I bet you
yeah.
they can find patterns. They can find patterns because like there's no way that I say the same thing every single time. So there's got to be some like I lean on certain phrases and things, and so like they could probably attach certain meanings to like certain things, right?
But not all of it.
Do you know Bosque is like Pikachu? You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense? Like fucking,
Oh
it's just
yeah.
like honestly, what I need to do is I need to start engaging the crowd more with it. Like the reason it's there, number one, it's something that people start. It's literally what I just said. The crowd did what I said AI would do. Is like I would just say that as I would like throw my coat off. I'd go Bosca, and then the crowd started saying it back at me, and I was like, well, I have to capitalize on this. And so I started kind of like saying it back at people. People want to say it so bad, I just don't give it to them enough. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
Like people
yeah.
want to fucking fan it at me. I need to come up with shit that fucking incorporates like that. You get what I mean?
And that's where
Anyway,
that actually kind of answered my question there, talking about the Herzog tongue. How can one learn the Herzog language? And also, which cave do you reside in? Too was also on that question.
what? I
Which
interrupted you with my answer, which is going to be probably the same answer when you finish it, but I still want to hear what you said.
the full question was which cave do you reside in, and how does one learn the Herzog language?
You don't learn the Herzog language. You don't. Don't try. You can try if you want to. You're going to fail. And I'm going to make you look like a punk every time you try. So don't try. Or try. I don't give a shit. Anyway, I, um, Missouri. Somewhere in Missouri. There are lots of caves in Missouri. You'd be surprised about how many caves there are in Missouri. It's my preferred climate. In general, they have mountains there.
I was gonna say
So,
it's very cold in that area right now.
but it's cold everywhere now. It's January.
It is. It very much so is.
But like it's cold out. Anyway, sorry.
You are all good, Herzog. I now have to. Well, we're gonna bring it back to the
I'm
wrestling.
sorry, I don't really mean it.
Oh,
That's just
you're
what I'm
good.
saying. Okay, thank you.
You are all good. Herzog, when did you bring death matches into your arsenal? I also forgot to go. How long have you been wrestling for?
Aughts. What? Look it up, man. It's probably on the internet.
You know what? I gladly will.
17 or 18 years, probably, or 19. What was other? I don't remember what you said.
It says 16 on Cage Match.
I don't know if you know this, but if you are a wrestler, you might understand like what I'm talking about. When I was younger, I would hear old wrestlers be like, "Oh, I got hit in the head so much. Sorry, kid, I got hit in the head so many times. I don't remember so good." And like now, I fucking say that because I would like roll my eyes when they would say that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, "Fucking
Oh
shut up!"
yeah.
Now, like legit, I get fucking lost all the time, like in the middle of what the fuck I'm saying, and it's like, "Who's up with hitting the head so many times?"
CTE is a real thing, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I'm gonna talk about it like legit. Like that, I can't watch that fucking Aaron Hernandez documentary, bro, because like that is like my. That's like I'm a sports guy. I'm a fucking sports center guy. You get what I mean? So like
Oh
fucking
yeah.
like I grew up watching fucking them hyper fixate on these fucking sports scandals, right? And the fucking Aaron Hernandez thing was like right in my wheelhouse when I was like a fucking young adult, I guess, or a teenager, maybe. I don't remember. But like I knew all about that because they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it on ESPN. And then I watched that documentary and put everything into perspective because it's just like that dude got what is all coming to us. He just happened to get it as a young man. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
His clock just ran out way too fast. It's a crapshoot. All of us are going to be affected by it, CTE, one way or another. You get what I'm saying? All of us are affected by it. It's irreparable. I don't let people hit me in the head. I've never, in my entire career, let anybody hit me in the head with a chair, and I still have irreparable fucking brain damage. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a matter of like, how long is your fucking quote unquote bump card or whatever, right? Or your hourglass fucking ticking out, and everybody's is different. And by and large, I am very, very resilient in my physical body and my fucking brain so far, but I'm already seeing signs of this and this and this, so I know that I got it. You get what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Fucking that Aaron Hernandez fucking documentary scares the shit out of me because fucking like he probably didn't want to do any of that shit. You get what I mean? Like deep
Oh
down in his
yeah.
soul, but like he did. So that's why I quit drinking, Dewey, because like I started blacking out and I was like, I cannot not be in control of myself because look at me. You get what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's why I only like doing some of that 420 good cannabis.
I'm a fucking coiled spring at all times, and it's like not going away. It's supposed to go away as you get older, and it's just fucking getting worse. You get what I mean? Like that's like that's not a warning sign or anything. I'm just like I have to be throwing a ball around at all times. I have to be up pacing. I pace like I don't sit
Oh
down when I'm at my fucking get. You know what I mean?
you're always like fiddling something with your fingers. No, I get you.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. For some people who might be saying some things, some people don't need drugs to do weird things and act this way. So
Exactly. All you need is a hot dog and a Herzog to listen to on a Monday morning.
fucking lots and lots of pent up lots of things and fucking bitterness and fucking knowing too much. I know way too much, Dewey. There's about
Oh yeah.
everything.
Well, I will still continue it up with the question. Herzog, 16 years in the game. Well, when did you bring deathmatch? When did you bring deathmatch into the genre of your arsenal?
It's told by people who were right, but also people who also caved and like did the thing that like told me not to do, to not do death matches. And I didn't really want to do death matches. And there was a point in my life where I thought that I was a pussy. You get what I'm saying? Like I was convinced for the first like 5 years of my wrestling career, and like throughout. That's another reason why I wasn't good at football too, because I was like soft. You get what I mean? I'm not soft, but like it was just one of those things where like I fucking like never challenged myself in that way, so I was just kind of like held back. So like there was that aspect of it. You get what I mean? Which honestly takes like having this. So Ian Rotten convinced me to do Prince of Deathmatch. You get what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And really, it just made me realize that that shit ain't shit for real. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to downplay it, but for me, a lot of that stuff isn't like a lot of that deathmatch stuff is nothing. But there's also a lot of deathmatch stuff that I would never do. That's why I'm not super hard pursuing deathmatch stuff. Is because like I am never, ever, 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 ever gonna top some of the shit that those guys do, and that is kind of the game in a certain aspect. Is like what can kind of crazy shit. Like I've seen certain promoters be like, "Well, he didn't do enough crazy shit," and I'm like, "Well, I'm never gonna fucking do that. So why the
Oh
fuck am I even here?"
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I can talk, I can fucking act weird. I don't need that necessarily. But like, there's also the flagellation aspect to death matches. You get what I mean? Like the fucking wanting to like inflict pain. It's like cutting. You get what I mean? Like I
Oh
fucking love.
yeah.
I love people going, ooh, like that shark tooth thing really wasn't shit. I'm sorry, like I know everybody, like it was, but the reactions that people, wrestlers, fans, everybody. I was known as the shark tooth bat guy, and they came up to me and went, "So did that suck?" and yes, it sucked, but like when you see how I reacted to that shark tooth bat shot, that was I just turned off all of pro wrestling and I just said react like how you would react in real life if this happened. And
Oh yeah.
that's what I did. I said, get the fuck away from me. And I went, ah, fuck, that sucked. And then I got back to work. So
Yep.
like that's all that internalizing that I was taught how to do. Hell yeah. Fucking thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Love you,
Well,
Mom.
I'll keep some of these deathmatch questions a rolling, Herzog. What is your favorite deathmatch weapon that you like beating people up with?
Weapon?
Oh yeah.
I mean, probably tubes, but like, because tubes are fucking kind of silly to me, like in a good way. Like in like tubes are like steel chairs and tubes are like the two and tables are like the three best pro wrestling weapons of all time. Just because they're so like they're most presentable fucking shit. Like chairs are just so like they make that perfect noise on wherever body you go. And I mean, and tables just break that way. But tubes are the same thing. Tubes are fucking like they leave like a really gruesome imprint on somebody that makes lots of blood and lots of and it shocks people. That boom. It's very. And yes, they're absolutely overdone because I just did a tube match like last December with fucking Damian Blackwell and fucking like we did like two spots the whole time. And people were going, oh, like genuine because they're not fucking jaded to that shit. That's kind of what I want to do because I want like genuine and like you could say, oh, get the genuine reactions out of those bloodthirsty ass deathmatch fans and like, sure, I'm not. I want to fucking cut myself, but I don't want to fucking. I want to cut myself for me, dude. I don't want to cut myself for me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I totally get you. And you talked about the table, and I'm very curious to know if you have any stories from the time that it was you and Neil Diamond Cutter versus a couple tables at a wrestling show.
That like honestly, I don't remember nothing about that match. Like that's one of my favorite matches I've ever had, probably. Just as far as like how it fucking played out, and like we were both, me and Neil were both very self-conscious about not doing the fucking the table didn't break bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And like people never handle when shit doesn't go right good, and like that is really the testament to like fucking smoothing it over. Because if you fucking sit there and like fumble with it after it fucks up, or if you go and just do something crazy right after it fucks up, nobody's gonna remember that it fucked up. And me and Neil literally just like made like a fucking, so if it doesn't break, we're just gonna kill each other, right? And yeah, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? There was like, if you look at that little fucking Instagram reel that I have on my fucking thing, like there's me trying to literally murder Neil. It's not murdering Neil, I'm trying to murder the table through Neil, or you know what I'm saying? But like But like basically we got the crowd to chant for me and Neil against the tables. You get what I mean? Like they chanted so hard when we finally broke the fucking tables. You get what I mean? Because me and him were both playing into the frustration of the tables not breaking. We weren't playing it off like it was supposed to happen. We were going like, fuck these tables. You get what I'm saying? And like, it just like genuinely happened. And there was just like a good natural crowd fucking moment. And that's why that match was dope. Neil's fucking real good at those like kind of moments. And like, Neil is really good for like certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like a 10 out of 10.
100%, dude.
Certain moments, not all moments, but like he's very anyway.
You know, being friends with him the longest of any wrestler, ain't wrong. But I love me some Neil Diamond Cutter. He's literally the reason I met you.
Hell yeah!
Actually, because
I sometimes need a break from Neil, and I think he probably sometimes needs a break from me. And that's just being real. Like I care about Neil, and I am fucking at some point gonna be like, yo, what's up? Because I haven't really fucking talked to him in a while, but I don't want to talk to anybody for real. Anyway, you fucking know how it is.
I do and I don't, but that's what I like about you, Herzog. You're a different individual than the others, and you keep it real, and you keep it real interesting.
I guess.
Hell yeah! Well, I'm gonna keep the questions rolling here, Herzog. I gotta know. 16 years doing the wrestling. What has been the most gratifying moment of your career so far?
Man, I don't know. Fucking. That's another one that I probably have to dig for a little bit. You get what I mean?
Oh
Gratifying is
yeah.
kind of a thing to like put a finger on. I don't know. I kind of got, and I'm not. I've been doing a bad job of it as of late, but I kind of have my I have my wings out a little bit, and there's a few people under it. I guess you could say. You get what I mean?
Hell
Metaphorically,
yeah.
right? And like sometimes I will say things to certain people, and they will prove me right because the thing that I said, and they'll do it, and it works, and I go, maybe I am smart. You get what I'm saying? So
Hell
that
yeah.
I don't know if there's like a fucking central moment. I don't fucking like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like. I kind of like. I kind of don't. I don't think about like. I only think about bad things in the past. I don't really think about good things in the past. You get what I'm saying? So if you want me to come up with fucking 10 reasons why I hate myself from the past, from fucking 2007 to 2010, I could fucking probably do that. But like, if you want me to say like, what are you proud of? You
Yeah.
know, that's not gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
They do say every artist is their worst critic.
Oh
I
yeah,
believe that's
100%.
the quote.
I can't like. It's a toxic trait, and you shouldn't be like this. But it's fucking
Yeah.
hard to know. You know
It's
what I
good
mean?
to have, but it's not good to do it heavy on, you
But
know?
it makes me like a good critic and a good coach though, because like I can pick you apart to death, and it's really a matter of not making you feel like you're a piece of shit, because like
Yeah.
I can tell you 20 bad things before I can tell you one good thing about anybody, and that's not how you need to approach people. You get what I mean?
100%, 100%. But that's also
Blah 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 blah. Shut up. Anyway,
this is why I fucking love you, Herzog. Well, I also gotta still know, Herzog, what's your favorite movie dash cinematic film?
I there's a fucking movie. It's got Brad Pitt in it and Casey Affleck in it, and it's called. And I'm from Missouri, so this is like probably more relevant to me than anybody like fucking like a regular person, I guess. It's called The Assassination of Jesse James by like Howard Robert Ford, and it's like. I mean, the cinematography's good and the music's good and fucking like the whatever's good, but like just the physical acting without like dialogue, like you know what I mean, and which is what wrestling is, by the way. Fucking like because it's who tell me who you are without saying who you are. You get what I mean? And
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
really understands. But like, and that movie does that so fucking good because like essentially what, and also it has a pro wrestling dynamic to it because Jesse James when the movie starts is like the king shit, right? He's like basically like imagine him being like fucking Walter, right? Except like it's in the Indies now. He's got as much clout as the top guy in the entire world, right? And
Oh,
like this green kid just happens to be from the same town as him, right? So he's like,
uh-huh.
hey, can I join your gang, boss? And he's just like, whatever, whatever. But he already knows. He knows how to manipulate him. He knows like how he sees him. He knows you know what I'm saying? And like, I've lived both ends of that. You get what I mean? Because there's people who come up to me now and are like, how do you do it? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, fucking no, man. It's not that impressive to me. And that's how, and I can see Jesse James in that film do that to fucking the kid who were all like sucking his dick and shit. They're like, you're so cool. And he's like, shut up. You know what I mean? And like, that like and I've been the kid too. I've been the kid more than I've been Jesse James part. I'm just now settling into my Jesse Jamesness of it all. But I grew up with that movie essentially because that movie came out like 20 years ago probably, and I watched it when I was a fucking like a teenager and didn't understand shit about shit. Then I watched it again when I was an adult and I got knocked down a few times, but I was still pretty naive. And now I watch it again as like a fucking jaded ass old fucking veteran of whatever the fuck, and like I see it a different way, and I'll probably see it different as an old man. I probably think they're all. I was a fucking idiot when I was younger, like I always do. But anyway, like, you know what I mean? Like
I love
it's
it.
but it's all like the acting in it is fucking perfect. Like I don't care as much about like framing and cinematography and that kind of stuff is all very important. This is why I'm talking to you like this right now. You understand?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's all spooky smoke and mirrors, and I'm trying to fucking fucking commit a certain aura, and that's important. But at the same time, you can't. None of that shit matters if you can't back it up with your actions. You get what I'm saying? So that movie could have been filmed on fucking like a sitcom fucking thing, and it still would have fucking goddamn got the same point across. Because anyway, it's just like I like physical acting alone. It's called The Assassination of Jesse James by the Colorado Ford, and I fucking can't remember. I can't remember the director, but the book is written by Ron Hansen, and that's fucking. And it's like honestly, it's one of the only books that I've ever read where the movie's better than the book. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very cool. because I'm an exposition guy. I like to know more information than the movie can, like any movie can provide. That's when they say when Blood Meridian's fucking like impossible to film, because Blood Meridian is just a guy in his head going like Purple Mountain's Majesty, blah, 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 blah. It's like a guy on a fucking acid trip. It's kind of hard to follow. It's very hard to follow if you have ADHD or blah 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 blah. You get what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it.
It's just, all right. Anyway, I don't know what we were talking about.
We were talking about movies, but now I'm going to move it over because you talked about how I don't even know Herzog. You got me in a mental mind fuck, but hey, that happens sometimes.
I do it to myself every single day of every fucking.
I get you. But I gotta know.
I almost had the video game playing in the background when I was doing this. When I'm like, no, shut up, you have to focus. I literally with myself not 2 hours ago.
Yeah, well, I gotta know, Herzog. Any good poems lately?
Yeah, but like not for you, or like not you, like royal you. You get what I mean?
Oh, I get you. Well, that's that.
I don't know the proper way to present those yet. You understand me? Like I have lots of like artistic things that like I could fucking put out into the world, and I have no idea how I want to present them. And like I don't know if that even makes sense, but like they're like I know like I would like to emphasize the poetry more, right? Like fucking, I don't think I put any original poetry on my fucking on any of my shit. I think I've definitely read other people's poems, but I've never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Inside baseball, my friend. I don't really even remember what we're talking about.
Well, we were talking about poems, but I'm gonna switch it up to another question, Herzog. Any cool interests outside of pro wrestling besides writing poems and doing Herzog things?
Like too many, probably. Like I don't think about wrestling enough. To be completely honest with you, you know what I like to do? I like to fucking sing songs. I sing every single fucking day of my life.
This is true. Herzog has serenaded me once.
I will like I will not let anybody pick a song, but if I'll fucking you hit me up. I'll sing. I will.
Herzog needs cameo.
Well, goddamn, why am I trying to make this so hard for myself? Any excuse for me to sing a song. There we go. There we are. Fucking got there. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a jolly old fool.
And we ain't talking no Santa Claus.
I mean, it's not the season for it, but like, I could go there. I could do Willy Wonka too, probably, if I really wanted to. But like, is that what the people want? Is that what's gonna get me booked? You know what I mean? So like,
that might get you on Cameo really good. I'm not gonna lie, Herzog. You might want to think about doing that for the career.
I need to learn guitar. That's my thing. I need to learn an instrument because like I'm fucking useless unless I can play my own fucking. You know what I mean? Like legit. And then like for real, I fucking fucked my hand up in a death match, which is like got me really like fucked up.
Was I there for that one?
What? No, see, all of my fucking deathmatch injuries is because I'm foolish, and I do death matches in my fucking like in my gear, and that's not I'm not trying to be like I'm tougher than everybody, but it's just like it doesn't make sense for me to wear jean shorts in any fucking goddamn capacity, and I hate it, and I don't want to wear jean shorts in any capacity. I would rather everybody just wear wrestling gear and do deathmatch because I'm one of those people. But like fucking but like. I understand why people wear that shit, dude. My hands are covered in cuts. I got fucking numb spots in my hands, and it's not for fucking like getting hit with glass. It's for putting my hand in glass from getting up in a pile of glass. You know what I'm saying? And fucking that's all of my fucking really serious like fucking nerve injuries I have are all dumb shit like that because I wasn't wearing gloves. You get what I mean? So like
was that
thing that I won't like I bought knee pads because I was gonna wear knee pads for a while, and then when I fucking don't wear knee pads because I'm just like not gonna do it. You know what I mean? So like wear gloves. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not gonna do it.
Unless we find you a nice pair of bare hands.
I still wouldn't wear those, bro. Like if I could wrestle naked, I would, and I'm being fucking 100% legit. I have no shame, and the only reason I wear clothes is because I'm wearing shorts now because I was afraid that if I stood up, I'd hang dong, and I'm not trying to be a predator. You get what I mean? I'm not afraid
I get you.
Circumstance, but like I'm not showing up to people who don't want to see it. You get what I'm saying? So like Fucking, anyway, I don't, dumb.
Well, we were talking about music a little bit.
And it was cold as shit, Dewey. And like for the first time in my life, and I wasn't wearing the proper underwear for walking outside in the cold, and my dick went numb, and that's never happened before. And I freaked out a little bit.
It's the fucking worst feeling ever, ain't it?
To warm up my dick, you know what I mean? Because it's warm. And I really couldn't feel it. It was so fucking weird. And then like I couldn't tell when the pee ended. And so like all this fucking piss ran down my leg. So I walked home with like a piss leg because I couldn't feel my dick.
I have been fucking there before. It sucks.
I was just being vulnerable there with you, Dewey, and you're making fun of me.
Oh no, I'm just saying I've been there.
Ask your questions and get it over with, Dewey. You've ruined this relationship.
Oh no! Well, we were talking about music earlier. You said you wanted to play some instruments. Herzog, I gotta know if you could book some bands or some artists together. 3 to 4, it could be literally anybody. What would the lineup be for your perfect concert?
I'm being legit. Like I hate going to shows. I hate being in fucking public. This is real. I fucking like there's certain there's Sierra Farrell. Like Sierra Farrell's blowing up right now. It's a country singer. She basically just fucking got too big for me ever to go see her ever again, because like she was playing these fucking 2,000 seat venues a couple years ago, and then now we went to see her in fucking Columbia, and it was like the entire fucking street was blocked off, and I'm like, this is too much for me, bro. I don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to country and bluegrass unironically now for the most part, and sometimes I'll get nostalgic and I'll listen to something from back in the day, and I'll either say two things. I go, fuck yeah, Iron Maiden rules, or I'll say wow, I had really bad taste, I'll never listen to this motherfucker shit again. So and that's most of it, because I had bad taste. I had artificial taste in music. I was a phony. When I was a kid, I didn't know, or really, I had nobody in my family who was an artist or musical or anything. And I'm not complaining. I had a fine upbringing, you know what I mean? But there was just no weird. All the people used all of their fucking weird skills for being a construction worker, a meteorologist, and shit like that, right? None of them were fucking in music and fucking the arts or whatever, right? And I never had a fucking a real influence on my music. It was my brother. My brother also had bad taste in music and still does probably. I just picked the thing. I picked metal because I was I'm a big tall guy. I like long hair, and I didn't have long hair because of metal. I had long hair because of Chris Jericho. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I grew my hair out long, and then girls started coming up to me and going, "Your hair's so beautiful," and I said, "Well, I'm never cutting this." Literally, you know what I'm saying? Not fucking, and for somehow it's still going strong, I guess. So if it wasn't for my hair, I'd never get laid. Anyway, fucking, so did not have musical influences. Picked metal, pretended to like metal. Didn't learned a bunch of metal songs. Wasn't really ever into metal. Didn't really know what I was into. You get what I mean? Became a wrestler. Listened to the things that the hooligans and fucking Frank and Jake fucking had for me, right? Got a new taste in music. Really fucking kind of got my direction, right? And then found my own shit that I like Lost Dog Street Band. Fucking love them. That's one of my favorite bands of all time right now. That's fucking one of the Bob Dylan-y poetry kind of motherfucker. You know what I mean? And it's probably a perspective thing. Him and me probably have very similar internals, I guess. I don't know. And then there's fucking Sierra Farrell. Sierra Farrell is just like the perfect fucking ghostly country singer voice. Dude, go look her up if you're into that kind of shit. I know most people this aren't gonna give a fuck, and I don't give a shit. Fucking Matt Heckler. Matt Heckler is a fucking fiddle player, and it's just it's literally it's mosh pit music, but it's a fiddle instead. You get what I'm saying? That's what bluegrass really is. That's the thing that I liked about metal is I liked thrash metal. I liked fucking punching people. I liked getting in the pit and being aggressive. That's what I liked about metal. I didn't really care about the guitar solos. I didn't care about the fucking drums. I didn't care about anything except for the aggression from it. And then you got and like lots of bluegrass is just pure aggression. There are gospel songs that you could fucking superimpose with a Slayer song and it would almost sound identical. You get what I'm saying? But he's
Oh
singing about
yeah.
fly away, oh glory, I fly away in the morning when I die, hallelujah, bye bye. It's a metal song. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that is what I liked about metal, and that's what I like now. But it's more palatable to me because like I'm not pretending anymore. I'm just being the fucking like I told you, bro. I sing every single fucking day of my life. I was in choirs and shit, and fucking like I was good at it. You know what I mean? So like
Hell yeah.
that is something that I can do every day and feel good about myself. You get what I mean? So because I know that I'm fucking good at it, and I have people go, "Wow, you're fucking good at it." It's kind of the same thing as like when you get hit with a fucking light tube, right? They go, "Holy shit!" And sometimes when I sing, people will go, "Holy shit!" And that's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Hell
It's
yeah.
disarming. That's also like being a haunted house guy. That's the same fucking thing.
Hell yeah. Well, Herzog, we got 5 questions left here, and we got another. I believe this is the last fan submitted question. I had to save this one for last. This fan wants to know, what is the caveman diet like for someone like Herzog?
I eat a lot of eggs. I got good at cooking eggs, and I got basically, I guess if I had to give any kind of piece of advice about eating, because I'm still not great at eating, but I'm way better than I used to be at like just like eating good. You know what I mean? Not even like I never have the fucking energy or like gumption to do any sort of like bodybuilder diet. And I also did like a keto thing for like a good chunk of time in like my late 20s, and like that wrecked my guts. You get what I mean? Like in a bad. So I fucking it's just like none of those fad diets are good for you. Exactly what you learned in school about like the basic science of like diets is what is true, and you stick to that, and fucking if you commit to it, it'll fucking work. But the advice I would have would be those things that are like that chicken breasts and eggs and shit like that. Get it to where you're good enough at cooking them to where you start craving your own shit. Because like I crave my own eggs now, and it's so much easier to fucking eat good when you crave their own shit. So like I don't know if anybody else is good at cooking or not, or if you have any kind of cooking skills, but if you can get it to where you crave the good thing, that's probably way easier. There's a lot of shit that I say that's way easier said than done, and like not everybody is 6'5" and can just like, oh, you can't just reach this up here. What, you know what I mean? So like anyway.
Oh yeah. But I am quite a cook, and if you know this podcast, Herzog, I don't know the reception out in the Minnesota caves, but we love talking about food on here.
The lakes.
Oh, the lakes.
There's the right amount of lakes in Missouri. There's too many fucking lakes in Minnesota.
Oh, I'm so high. I fucked it up. Oh my goodness. The caves in Missouri.
Also, don't blame Missouri for its shitty politics. Missouri is a piece of land, anyway.
It is a beautiful piece of land. And speaking of pieces of land, Herzog, what pieces of land would you like to wrestle in the future? We're in the new year of 2026. Anywhere you want to go show your craft at her.
There's a lot of people, and whoever gonna, you know what I mean? I don't like, I almost said like, whoever's paying me the most, but I don't really give a shit. Just put me in front of a lot of people under any context, and I'll be happy.
Well, hell yeah. We also have this one. This one was submitted by me, Herzog. Which prehistoric dinosaur would you like to have as a pet?
None. I don't want to, I can't take care of things, man. I got cats, and,
me and Herzog kind of have the similar cat. We have the orange breed of cats. Oh, goodness.
The orange guy, I don't care, but this one might. No, we're not doing this. Anyway.
Oh, no.
All right. I would never own an animal that I couldn't kill with my bare hands. Does that make sense?
Oh my goodness!
That's sort of true for like, you know, significant other or friend or sexual partner. You know what I mean? So.
Oh my goodness, Herzog speaking the craziest facts ever. This just goes to show Herzog will kill anything with his bare hands. Masca. But we are down to the last 3 questions, Herzog, all food related, so get ready for this. Herzog, I gotta know, what would your last meal be after your retirement wrestling match? Got access to absolutely anything.
Whatever it is, it would not be in front of people, and I would never tell anybody about it. So this is a moot question because I'm weird about food. That's another reason why I learned to cook things the way I like to cook them, because I'm a fucking weirdo. And like I said, ham, no thank you, and shit like that. Because I think
Yeah,
about certain things, and I can't eat it now. You get what I mean? Which I
of
think how a lot
course.
of people got the way that they are. I'm too indoctrinated into meat to really stop eating meat. But like sometimes you think about where meat came from too hard, and you don't really fucking want to eat it no more. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking. That's not like an anti-hunting thing either. That's like a fucking anti, like grinding it up into a fucking little paste and then fucking, you know what I mean? Okay.
100%. Now, what about this one, Herzog? What is your favorite on-the-road snack and beverage combo? What are some things you always have on you when you're traveling via? I don't even know how you get to these shows, but what's some Herzog necessities for on the road?
So I would say for the first like 10 years or so, like of like, whatever, we would lift whatever we could, you know what I mean? Whatever is easiest or whatever you kind of like felt like, you just grab it, you know what I mean?
Oh
There
yeah,
was a time where I said to myself, I said, if I go into a gas station and I don't steal, I feel like they're stealing from me. So I don't do that anymore because like we're like even back then we were all under surveillance. You get what I'm saying? But they have like
oh
facial
yeah.
recognition now, and I'm a distinctive man, and a lot of times I go into places covered in blood or at the very least face paint. You get what I mean? And I just assume they think I'm in a band, which is fine. Like whatever. I'd rather. The questions are way easier when they think you're in a band. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, um, fuck, I don't remember what I was talking about, dude. I'm sorry.
Favorite on-the-road snack and beverage combinations?
Now I hate spending money. Like I hate it. I hate it. I don't like. I'm very irresponsible. It's like debit cards and credit cards were like a bane of my existence. You get what I'm
They're
saying?
evil.
Being impulsive and like, you know what I mean? Like just, I don't think about things a lot of times as I am. They're fucking awful. So like I try to like trick myself into hiding my fucking credit card from me. So now what I do is I bring peanut butter sandwiches and I bring like a pot of coffee that my fucking mom gave me. It's like a thing that like keeps it warm. And usually I don't really go anywhere that's more than like 4 to like 8 hours away. And I pretty much go everywhere myself. And that's more of an antisocial thing. I should be like taking people on the road with me to like help me with like gas and blah blah blah. But like I don't fucking wanna. I don't want. I love being alone. You know.
I get you. I get you, brother. Those alone car rides are kind of fun sometimes.
And
Even on
honestly,
some,
I'm still like, there's going to become a point in time, and it's probably sooner than I would like to admit, where like the driving through the night things after a wrestling match is probably. I'm probably not that made of steel as I think I am, because it's fucking. You know what? Those bright lights are getting way brighter, and it is those fucking stupid shitty xenon headlight things or whatever. But you know what? It's also my old ass eyes, my fucking older ass eyes.
oh yeah. Well, Herzog, we are down to the last question, the final question, the reason we have Superstar Spotlight. Herzog, the deathmatch community has to know. What is your favorite kind of soup?
Chili. Chili
Oh,
has been
hell.
my favorite since I was a fucking Ute, since I was less than a Ute, since I was a sub Ute. And I, to this day, I've won a chili contest before. I've also lost a chili contest, but you know what? That was like, number one, his chili didn't really even count as chili. I would call it douche stew, because he was like, oh, I'm making all natural ingredients. And the entire fight even fucking became because he like found out what I put in it, which is why I don't tell people what I put in my chili, because they fucking scoff at it. And I'm not going to tell you what I put in it because you're going to fucking scoff at it. Not you, Dewey. You're probably cool. But people who might listen to this might scoff at my chili, and I will not put my chili under scrutiny. It's better than any of your fucking chilies or your goddamn douche stew. Anyway, fucking my friend made douche stew and I made delicious chili. And a bunch of hipsters came over who weren't our friends. We didn't know any of them. And they said, look at this organic looking fucking douche stew that tastes like fucking oat, fucking barley bullshit. Look at this delicious fucking American chili. And they picked douche stew because the fucking hipsters. And he fucking held that over my head. We're not friends anymore. And it's not because of that, but that did not help.
Oh my goodness!
But I was a teenager when I won that first chili. I'm just saying, and my chili now is leaps and bounds better than it was when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, of course. Over time, you're always tweaking up the recipe, perfecting it more and more as times go on.
I went to culinary school, but I quit because basically they're like, it's going to consume your weekends, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm a wrestler because I've been wrestling like 3 years by the time I went to culinary school. You know what I mean? Like I've been wrestling longer than I've been doing anything. So like,
as someone who works in the culinary field, I pick and choose my weekends, but they give it to me, or else I'll say something. Yeah, I'll cut promos on these people. I'll summon you, Herzog, to my work, and I'll have you tear them limb from limb.
Well, I think that the one that I went to, I think that they were emphasizing like, this is how it is in the cutthroat business. If you want to make serious Gordon Ramsay, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's how they were pitching it. And like, I also think that like, did you earn the right to fucking say, "Hey, I'm going to have these weekends off," or did they just kind of give it to you like inherently? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! And Jeff the Cat has arrived, my feline, ultraviolet feline co-host. He's here for the end, and this is the part, Herzog. We talked the soup, the chili. Oh, hold on, I am getting him. He's literally right here. Oh, come here, you. Oh, he is fighting. What did you do?
She don't like the whistle. I'm trying to get him her away because with the whistle. Well, it's an orange boy. Oh my goodness.
It is. Yeah, Jeff is the orange boy.
I got no cats out here.
But Herzog, this is the part of the podcast. Plug your social medias. Oh boy, where is he going? Plug the social medias. Anything you want to tell the fans. Any merch plugs, all that good stuff. Plug it away. The floor is yours.
I'm supposed to have merch. I'm supposed to be booked. Herzog Poet. Yeah.
That's it. Herzog Poet. Well then, for Herzog, I'm Dewey the Hot Dog. And Jeff the Cat is here too. Deathmatch United, Soup's death matches, and all good things in between. And I'll catch you on the next one.